Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Music Mondays. Hope you're well. Hope you're chilling. It's your boy Zom Slays, and happy motherfucking Monday. How are we? How we chilling? How we doing? How we doing? Today is October 10th. This is episode 90 of the Music Mondays podcast. Hope you're well. Hope you're chilling. Xanagor Warrior, thank you for the 2 viewer raid. I appreciate you. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. So, we have quite the lineup of submissions tonight. A decent amount, probably our most in a couple of weeks. It's been a decent sort of like a decent average, but yeah, we have a decent amount to go through tonight, but you guys know the drill. We are gonna head into some updates. So, what's good with Music Mondays? What did you miss? What's going down? What do we need to talk about? Well, per usual, episode 89 of the Music Mondays podcast is live on all audio platforms. Huge shout out to anybody who's been streaming us on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, things like that. I appreciate you. Thank you. Episode 89 is also available on the Music Mondays YouTube channel. It's always our goal to keep the Music Mondays podcast as easily as accessible as possible. So for those of you that take us on the go, we appreciate it. And for those of you that watch on YouTube, thank you. Cole, what's good, baby? Welcome. No Name Dread, welcome. I hope you're well. Welcome. What's good? I hope you're well. Happy Monday. What's cracking? So, per usual, we have a brand new article live on allmusicmondays.com. It's a wonderful interview by Ray Lowe. They wrote an article about an artist out of Atlanta known as Cashew Milk. They did a decent sit-down interview, and Cashew Milk is definitely an artist that if you haven't heard of, you need to check out. Much like every artist available on allmusicmondays.com. So make sure you go check out our homepage for all the latest underground Music Mondays related content. So yeah, Ray's been killing it lately, man. So definitely go check out that article. SoundCloud Sunday, volume 51, is live on our SoundCloud as well. This is probably our best SoundCloud Sunday yet. 51 volumes is crazy in itself, but I feel like over the last like couple of months, it's just been getting crazier and crazier. And this most recent SoundCloud Sunday, I think had close to 30 tracks or so, and that was curated by myself, Ivica Glass, and Waterfalls, 2 Music Monday staff curators. And that one is, SoundCloud Sunday has just become the staple that I always wanted it to be in Music Mondays. So it's been doing really well. If you ever want to get involved in SoundCloud Sunday, or you want to find out more information about SoundCloud Sunday, submissions open every Wednesday for SoundCloud Sunday. So definitely follow us on all socials at All Music Mondays if you'd like more information and to stay up to date with all the latest Music Mondays content. More than mega copies, literally. Absolutely. So, October updates. Roughly about 10 days into October. And we've been working pretty hard on our next couple of content pieces and events. I don't normally like to leak too much on the show, but just know that we have some stuff coming for the end of the year. Definitely something for October. something for November, and December is the Music Mondays award show, which I spoke a little bit about at the end of Cyberfest, and then like the Music Mondays like after Cyberfest. But yeah, lots of events that the Music Monday staff team is really trying to get in order and make some headway on. So as soon as I feel like we're in a comfortable spot to give you guys more details, we absolutely will. But just know our monthly and regular content will always stay afloat. SoundCloud Sunday, the podcast, YouTube uploads, Underground Classics, Dose of Daybreak, Feature Friday, Workshop Wednesday. All those pieces of content will continue, but we're gonna have some really fun side events coming. So definitely keep your eyes peeled. Definitely within the next few weeks, I would say somewhere around Halloween time, you'll know some details on what we have coming up next for sure. But yeah, Music Mondays is very, very busy, and of course the staff team is open for recruiting as well. If you're a underground creative, a writer, a designer, a curator, you're even just very passionate about the underground, feel free to send us a pitch or your resume to the Music Mondays email, my email, Music Mondays DM, or my DM. Get a hold of us if you feel like you want a spot on the Music Mondays staff team and you want to be a part of the growth of Music Mondays. So I have a couple of topics that we can go over, mostly pertaining to certain underground politics and things like that. But we do have a decent amount of submissions this week, so next week we'll sort of make a segment out of it and make sure that we touch on a few things. So let's hop right into it, man. You guys know the drill. But if you don't, and you're new here, and you're like, Zom, Music Mondays, how the fuck do I submit to the podcast? This is how you do it. We curate through Twitter for a couple of reasons that I'll explain in a minute, but they'll always read in this format. Artists and creatives submissions are open for live reviews on Music Mondays, live on 10/10/22 at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is here now, twitch.tv/SonBlaze. If you would like to submit your music, artwork, fashion, and digital creation, drop your links and portfolios below our forums. Welcome every week. You just need to look for this tweet, and you'll be like, oh shit, podcast submissions are open. Now, contrary to our name, we not only review and react to vocals, instrumentals, things of that nature, but we also have reviewed fashion, merchandise, digital creations, artwork, YouTube edits, YouTube visuals, you name it. We've pretty much, touched on the majority of underground content. So feel free to come submit to the podcast if you want to get involved. Now, as most of you know, Music Mondays is not a platform that takes payment for any submissions, any articles, any playlists, things like that. We never have, we never will. That's just, how I do business in the underground. I always have. So Music Mondays will never be a part of that. So if you're ever interested in supporting the platform, subbing to the Twitch channel, streaming us on YouTube, streaming us on Spotify, things like that, all help the platform greatly. So just feel free to run those up if you want. But considering we do not take any payments for any piece of content that we do, the only thing that we do ask when you submit to the podcast is that you follow the Music Mondays homepage on Twitter. To not only help the homepage grow, but to give respect to everybody that does submit every week and wait for their drops to get played and things like that. Because it just helps not only Music Mondays grow, but it helps the whole underground community grow. People find new connections, people find new friends. The podcast is really a place to gather, for the underground every week. So that's the only thing that we do ask, is that you're just following the whole page when you submit your tracks. And that's about it. Relatively simple. You'll have about 6 days or so. Um, I'd say mostly 7, because submissions will close a couple hours before the show, give or take, a couple hours. But for the most part, submissions are open throughout the week. So if you're watching this on YouTube, submissions are probably open. If you're watching this on Twitch, submissions open tomorrow, which is the following Tuesday. And then you have pretty much all week to submit your track and things like that. So, that about covers it. If you're ever interested in submitting to the podcast, feel free to find us on Twitter and submit to this tweet. And if you're ever wondering why do we curate through Twitter, like I said, it not only helps grow the platform, but it keeps the show free flow. We don't have to open a bunch of tabs, a bunch of links. We don't have to go to Instagram DMs. We don't have to open Google Drives, things like that. It keeps the show free flow and really efficient. So we just keep the submissions in one place. If you ever want to get involved, follow us on Twitter. So that covers it, man. Like I said, we have a decent amount of submissions. Lots of Music Mondays regulars, lots of first time submissions. We got some good stuff here. We definitely got some good stuff here. So let's hop right into it. I believe our first submission is a first time submitting artist. Power Trash, Mighty Pop Idols, new single They Don't Understand the Sea. Out October 14th, New York, USA. Okay. We would be honored. Thank you. All right, bet. So let's pop this open in a new tab. I think they just linked their regular Spotify. Yeah, okay. So let's just play. Let's play their recent shit, or maybe let's play their most popular song. Let's do that. Let's 100% do that. They Only Live to Get Radical. Covers Fi. Mighty Pop Idols. I'm curious. I don't know what to expect, so let's definitely hop right into this. They Only Live to Get Radical. Power Trash. Jesus. Okay. I was definitely expecting, sort of a mashup, but that definitely impressed me. Skate XL or even like some, oh my god, like some classic skate vibe. Nah, this is definitely some Tony Hawk vibes for sure. For sure. Holy shit. Okay, so you guys know the drill. We're gonna break this down. We're gonna talk about three things. We're gonna talk about the instrumental, talk about vocals, talk about the overall theme of They Only Live to Get Radical. So this is definitely on some very alternative shit. Um, and I love it for that. This is definitely one of those um tracks that has so many elements, even in the instrumental. And I'm curious if, because I want to see how many members we have. And now, okay, judging by their profile picture, we got one, two, three, four, five people in the profile picture. That's fire. I wonder if they have like an interview out or something like that. I'm curious. No, they don't. Wow. Okay. Holy shit. But yeah, instrumentally, they really, really, really killed it. Um, Drums were on point, mel's were on point. The mix was great, especially for something like this, and like really putting it out, as like a very like finalized, refined track. The mix was great. Nothing clashing, too overbearing. Vocals were great with the mix. The instrumental was very, very solid. Um, Now, vocals are really something with this song. Like truly, truly, really something. The vocalist is very, very fucking talented, and I'd say the shining star for me, 100% has got to be the structure. This is one of those roller coaster builds for me. The climax is really at the end, and the overall outro just really sealed the vibe of some really like alternative kind of punk-ish sort of blend of a couple different styles. It's very original. It's not something that you're like, boom, this sounds like that. No, like this is very organic and very original. And I love it for that, for sure. Um, like I said, structure definitely the shining star for me. I love the way that this track is structured. Sometimes people really nail these tracks and sort of goof off on the structure, make things a little too repetitive and things like that. But this was very refreshing. This was definitely very refreshing, and they were all such a cohesive unit. You know what I mean? Like you could really tell that everybody was contributing like organically, and that's what's something to note about this. So let's talk about the overall theme here. Aesthetically, like I said, the cover's great. You sort of have like the band vibes, but like almost like a modern 80s kind of trash vibes too. Like, you know, maybe even early 90s kind of shit. Like it just looks very retro yet modern. So cover's very on point. They Only Live to Get Radical, this is a song that you could truly like dissect like over multiple listens, right? Like definitely a track where you sort of listen to it and you're like, wow, this is fucking banger. And then the more you listen to the lyrics, you're like, holy shit. So a very like anti-hero anarchy kind of message, but laid out in a way where it's easy to digest. And I would definitely say the hook is doing part to that. But overall, this is a great like sort of cover song, and it's not surprising to me that this is one of their most played. Um, Definitely not surprising. Now, it seems that they have a decent library here. Um, and they're playing Queens. They're playing Queens, December 2nd. Okay, okay. Love that. Well fucking done. You know, we don't normally get too many bands often, but we always have a lot of real instrumentalists and live musicians. So this is definitely a pleasure to react to for sure. So huge, huge shout out to Power Trash. Thank you so much for the submission. Make sure you guys go check them out. December 2nd in Queens, New York. Make sure you follow Power Trash 69 on Twitter. They are 3 away from 200 followers, man. That's a good ass milestone. What the fuck? Let's go. Huge shout out to Power Trash, man. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description for the YouTube re-upload. And make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We are approaching 70 subscribers. Kind of making me sad that we've been inching toward this 70 milestone, man. But with that said, huge shout out to anybody that already has subscribed. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and these underground artists. We upload 2 times a week, full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, exclusive tracks, a whole lot of stuff going on the Music Mondays YouTube channel. Make sure you go check that out. So, up next, I believe we have another first time submitting artist, but this artist actually made it onto a couple of SoundCloud Sundays. And this track I actually listened to when I was curating yesterday. So we're gonna react to it again here live. And the caption reads, "Drop today if you like some sad stuff," and it's by an artist known as Devilmaker. Now, first time submitting artist on the podcast, but not unfamiliar to the Music Mondays community. I think we've put them on a couple of SoundCloud Sundays. So this will be the first time we get to check them out here on the Music Mondays podcast. 0 Miles to Empty. Wow. What was the caption again? Now we got a reference back. Drop today if you like some sad stuff. Oh, we like some sad stuff around here, motherfucker. Let's go. KO, what's good, baby? I hope you're well, homie. I hope you're well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But this was awesome for a first time submission, man. Like I said, we played this yesterday for SoundCloud Sunday, but this is the first we get to react to it on the Music Mondays podcast. So I love this, man. You guys know me. I'm very into, guitars in general, but acoustic shit, really more the emotional side of things, and I love to see artists really strive to make their own sounds with, sort of this kind of space. This is one of those more unique, very original tracks for sure. But let's break this down because I have a couple things I want to say here. So we're gonna talk about three things. We're gonna talk about the instrumental. We're gonna talk about vocals. Talk about the overall theme of 0 Miles to Empty. So instrumentally, not much to dissect here, but with that said, I think about maybe 2 to 3 melodies literally carry this whole track, and the structure is so well put together with the vocals that I think this instrumental is fucking beautiful. Like that's some of the really great things about acoustic samples, acoustic melodies, and you pair them with another kind of melody. It really just intertwines. Almost reminds me of Thomas Marcus, who's another Music Mondays community member that submits to the podcast frequently. Sometimes you don't even need drums. You don't have to go super crazy. This is one of those tracks where the instrumental was beautiful on its own. You know what I mean? This is instrumental that you could easily release on its own as a single, things like that. Definitely holds its own weight and is very, very emotional. Hits the nail on the head for me, 100%. So I love this choice of instrumental. And if this is self-produced, well done. Let's talk about vocals here. Now, vocals are really, really interesting. Because I think the delivery is so emotional. Yet this mix is like it goes so well with the melodies, to be honest with you. It has this sort of like reverb kind of mix where it's like, damn, like it's really like squeezing out the emotion of whatever the delivery didn't really get. So mix is on point with that said. But um you know there was a little bit of harmonizing in here. There was a hook that was like very impactful. And like this is one of those songs you can see like, just sort of like riding off into the sunset, staring off into the beach type shit, skating down a hill by yourself, sunsets in the background. It's just one of those kind of montage like tracks where it's like yes, very emotional, but also somewhat inspirational. And I think the vocals did a really good job at sort of keeping the balance of not um you know really being attractive to almost any listener, because really sad music is great, and then when you sort of like twist and turn sort of more emotional music, you get something like this where you're sort of crossing lines and blending genres a little bit here, lyrically and instrumentally. So I like this track for how organic it feels. Let's talk a little bit about the theme here. Now, this is definitely giving me a very Midwest aesthetic for sure. I mean, Christ, 0 Miles to Empty, and this cover is fucking gas. Like, come on, bro. You got like the blur on it. The font's cool. Like it, and it's just this aesthetic, simple kind of Midwest esque kind of picture. So I really, really enjoy this cover for what it is. Now the overall theme of 0 Miles to Empty, definitely more on the more emotional side, but there's a couple of like lines in here where you sort of like understand where the artist is really coming from, but yet at the same time it makes you feel hopeful. So it's one of those like emotional tracks that like tugs at you, but like I said earlier, it sort of blends that sort of inspiration and hope kind of feeling. So yes, emotional track, but still sort of hopeful. And I love that that's even a blend. You know what I mean? So this is great. A great first time submission. So huge shout out to Deval Maker. Thank you for the submission, my friend. Much motherfucking love. Make sure you follow them on Twitter. 4 followers away from 340. Go show them some love, man. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description for the YouTube re-upload. Make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We are approaching 70 subscribers. We upload 2 times a week. Full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, exclusive tracks, a whole lot of good stuff's going on in there, man. Make sure you go support the channel and support these artists. So, we are well underway in episode 90. 2 first-time submitting artists absolutely came through with some fucking organic heat. We love that. Up next, we got the homie Bloodcats. And if you don't know, Bloodcat is definitely a staple here in the Music Mondays community. Really active community member, great personality, and somebody that is extremely talented and hardworking inside of music and outside of music. So, Bloodcat submitted a track titled Picture Perfect, and with the date 10/15, which is in 5 days. That'll be this Saturday. For those of you watching on YouTube or something of that nature. I injected Parmesan cheese. And 14. Oh, so Friday. Okay. Friday. Friday. All right, bet. So obviously we're gonna pop this John in a new. Oh shit. Open link, a new tab. Hey. All right. Cool. But yeah, Bloodcat, welcome. Happy Monday. I hope you're well. Welcome on in. Featuring a Bloodcat and the Cat Calls Choir. Produced by Peachy Issues. Okay. Alright, so we got some lyrics and description, and this is from Bloodcats. This is dropping October 14th, which will be this Friday. Picture Perfect.
We don't really do too much. For the back came in, so we're thankful. Think we've been through too much, but it made us better.
I don't really do too much.
But the guy's still here, so we're thankful. Think we've been through too much, but it made us better.
I was doing better, now you got me doing worse. Switch the checker, change the weather, put the tech up in my shirt. And I won't let her get the neck up, put the head up on her hearse. And I wanna see a record, so I taught her how to swerve. Well, I've been doing better, cause my ex been doing worse. She ain't never see a bunny, now it's hopping out of purse. I'm the one who showed her gummy, now she hinting out the birds. At the block, wide, saturated curves. My dog's gonna make it at the hood, but I'm so glad I made it first. I'm a culture-rated kitty, I'm a titty connoisseur. She ain't one kid in the bin, she ain't met my new chauffeur. Money button on the dash, push the burr. She did half a tab and now she don't know who to curb. Put some plastic in that ass and baby honest, do it per. Her orthodontist said it's 20K, I don't really curb. It's like 20 days, babe, it's a blur. In the States they call me they, but on the plane I go major. Pairs, fresh pants, what you wear is where I wear. You ain't poppin' unless you dropping shit that I already heard. You ain't shopping unless I bought that shit already, you a nerd. Why every little baddie wanna know my sign? I don't even really wanna go, but that's fine. Rather kick it back at home, but she just wanna flex. I'm halfway up the industry, I'm caught up in a bottle. Too much water on my neck to dry snitch. Too much money in the safe to buy shit. Wow, spend a bunny on her face, she wanna buy it, sis. And she don't need to know how much I like this. Yeah, why every little baddie wanna know my sign? I don't even really wanna go, but that's fine. Rather kick it back at home, but she just wanna flex. She get with me, she wearing fists that they ain't even model yet. And I don't really do too much, but the bag came in, so I'm thankful. Let her help me stack it up. Yeah, first time she saw a red, she said, ain't that what a bank for? I don't really do too much, but the bag came in, so I'm thankful. Let her help me count it back, babe. First time she saw a red, she said, ain't that what a... I'm really into pictures, but the pussy picture perfect. I'm really into strippers, but I love the way she work it. I'ma buy up all her friends, I caught that heart and I return it. Got her whipping in the Benz and she ain't even got a permit. You want my attention, it depends is you gotta earn it. Put the pussy in attention, cause I think it needs to learn it. Now I'm really putting work, and I don't know if I deserve it, but I shoot and then I switch it, and she loved the way I serve it. Say I'm worth it, say I'm everything the culture missing. And I'ma tell you everything the culture isn't. She want a cat and that kitty, but I'm all about my business. She making up her mind about my dick, and that's a big decision. Cause every girl I've ever loved is getting worse stick now. Worse stick now. Worse stick now. Yeah, I'm doing better. Can do it better. Yeah, get it through it all, made it out. Yeah, and we made it better. Yeah, I'm doing better. Yeah, I'm doing better. Yeah, made it out, made me better. Made me better.
We don't really do too much, but the back came in, so we're thankful. Think we've been through too much, but it made us better. The cat been through too much, but the cat's still here, so we're thankful. Think we've been through too much, but it made us better.
That that was such a trip. Holy fuck. I feel like this art really makes sense right now. This is some real fancy shit. This is like fancy like R&B. Like I'm getting a real fancy vibe from this. I like this a lot. Bloodcat never ceases to amaze with the direction in regards to sound, man. Okay. So let's talk about three things here. We're going to talk about the instrumental. We're going to talk about vocals. Talk about the overall theme of Picture Perfect. King Mark, what's good, baby? I hope you're well. I hope you're well. Yeah, so let's break this instrumental down here. Now, Peachy Issues isn't somebody that we've seen too much of a Bloodcat work with. But, wow. For the lyrical content that this track has, holy shit. This is absolutely one of those tracks that's really like such a beautiful instrumental on its own. Like this was something that you could tell was just like super hand-picked for the vision. This instrumental is like very, very fancy, yet, you know, has those like original kind of modern vibes to like R&B, alternative R&B, but instrumental, like, I don't know, because there's so many things I like about the instrumental, but I have to say the shining star here, it gotta be the melody. It's gotta be the melody. I really like this instrumental choice a lot, just because this cover like matches so well, and it's really bringing that sort of like Renaissance sort of vibe to me. But the mix is great as well. Nothing clashy, too overbearing. Vocals were good. Lots of ad-libs and harmonies, backing vocals here, which is really well done. And I think the instrumental allowed for it, you know what I mean? So I really like the instrumental choice for how this came out. Now, let's talk about vocals here. Like, it's so hard for me to not say that the shining star here for me isn't the lyrics, because we just read some fucking insane writing, bro. You know what I mean? It's really, really hard, but definitely the lyrics are shining star, but a close second has got to be the delivery and the sort of like the mood of a Bloodcat on this track is like a whole different fucking direction. I love the mood of Bloodcat here, which kept up with the whole fancy kind of vibe, right? You have this sort of fancy sounding R&B instrumental that is super handpicked, and your aesthetics are very like it just has this like modern art vibe, and the vocals truly just line it all together. So I'm impressed, because this is like the third week in a row, right, where we've heard a unreleased Bloodcat track or a released Bloodcat track where they've just gone completely outside the box and really like almost reinvented a genre like for themselves. You know what I mean? And that's one thing that you could always tip about Bloodcat for sure. So vocals were great here. I mean, the song clocks in at almost 4 minutes. The lyrical content is fucking excellent. The delivery is really, really good, and it's such a laid back kind of smoke and chill track that you can't not enjoy this and like really absorb the lyrical content that um is going on here. Truly. Um yeah, like the writing has just been like on another fucking level. Um and maybe some people can, write like that or whatever, but the thing that sells it for me in regards to like a Blood Cat is really like the delivery and like the pure like mood and like raw emotion that comes with these lyrics is like it just I don't think anybody could really replicate that. So vocals on point, instrumental absolutely on point. Um let's talk a little bit about the theme here. Now, a Picture Perfect, we have the artwork, which just really matches the Renaissance fancy aesthetic artwork by Marley Angel. Huge shout out Marley Angel. That is just perfect for this track. I think this is really well done aesthetic wise for sure. Now, let me sip this coffee and we'll talk a little bit about the theme here. Walking home from work really got me contemplating what, Mark? So, back into the theme here. Like I said, aesthetics great. Let's talk a little bit about the overall theme of a Picture Perfect here. Now, lyrically, you could pick out a few punchlines and lines where you could get the picture perfect kind of play on words, but I think the spelling has a lot to do with this as well because you have the a play on the word per. You got PURR. Shout out Bloodcat. You know what I mean? So um I love the theme with this track like a lot, because it just stays really consistent, and Bloodcat's really telling a story throughout this, and it's mostly a positive track about how well Bloodcat is doing in all aspects of life, not just relationships and personal stuff. You have so much shit in here that Bloodcat really was able to touch on. So yeah, yeah, well fucking done, man. Well done. I'm really impressed with all the genre blending and the thinking of outside of the box kind of sounds. I'm definitely excited to see what Bloodcat continues to come up with, man. Definitely somebody to watch out for on the Music Mondays podcast in the underground community. So, huge shout out to Bloodcat. You can follow a Circus Saturn or a Bloodcat. I'll link both in the description of the Music Mondays podcast re-upload on YouTube. Make sure you follow BCat Plus or Lil Skunky Raps on Twitter. Both are relatively new, so go show them some love, man. Bloodcat's been killing it lately. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And make sure you subscribe to Music Money's YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're approaching 70 subscribers. We upload 2 times a week. Exclusive segments, full podcast episodes, exclusive tracks, a whole lot of good stuff, man. Go show the channel some love and go show these artists some love. I'm already sitting. What the fuck? Shout out Nightbot, man. So, submissions have been fucking stellar. Literally stellar. I think we have another Music Monday staple here by the name of Thomas Marcus. And this is somebody I mentioned early on with this submission. And if you don't know, Thomas is an artist that, has this sound that is just very wide, very theatrical, very like storytelling. Thomas is just a producer that is very it's just really in the same lane as producers that really treat themselves like artists, right? Thomas is always releasing instrumentals. Thomas is really trying to build their brand and really just keep things afloat as far as Thomas Marcus goes. and really just treats himself like an artist. So, this week, Thomas Marcus submitted a track titled Unfinished Revolution. This cover is actually fucking nuts. Got the Thomas Marcus logo on the bottom. The color palette's crazy, dude. The color palette is actually crazy on this cover. Got a lot of lo-fi tags in here, so I would say it's gonna be lo-fi vaporwave-esque, but let's check this out. Thomas Marcus, Unfinished Revolution. Ah. Unfinished Revolution. Damn. Yeah, it definitely gives me a little bit of lo-fi vibes, but I could see where the vaporwave sort of came in a little bit. But overall, I really like the direction of this track. So let's break this down here. We're gonna talk about two things. Obviously, no vocals. So we're gonna talk about the instrumental and talk about the overall theme of Unfinished Revolution. So, instrumentally, I like this mix. Um, Definitely a solid mix. There is a lot going on here, so I do really gotta shout out the mix um to some degree because it's really making um it's really making the most of all of these sounds coming together. So the mix right off rip is really, really well done. Um, I'd say the Shining Star is a structure for me, because you have a couple of melodies going on here, right? But the lo-fi drums are spread out and dropped in a way where it really makes the song super unique and feel very original. Thomas definitely went, sort of I don't want to say outside the box, but definitely like went above and beyond to like make these drums really unique. And I like that, you know what I mean? Because if you're gonna release instrumentals, make them your own, you know what I mean? Really go like just go the extra mile to really like make what you want to make. And Thomas is always an artist and producer that I always recognize that does that. Um, so well fucking done, truly. So Shining Star here for me is definitely structure. Um, Sort of an average length, 2 minutes 30 seconds, not too bad for an instrumental as well. Super digestible. Definitely something you could throw in a playlist. To really like just groove, clean the house, go to the gym. Shit like this is good to like wake up to. You know what I mean? And Thomas, you can count on to like always have tracks to really like brighten the mood or just like get your day going. You know what I mean? And that's why I always say push yourself as a producer and really start putting your own tracks out. Build your own library, build your own platform. And Thomas is doing just that, man. Love Thomas, man. Gotta get them. Yeah. King Mark, Thomas. Yep. Uneven guitar balances, interwoven textures, quite experimental. Definitely. Thomas is one of those artists that really goes above and beyond for their sound, truly, and really most of the time ends up with such a wide theatrical sound that some of their tracks just sound so damn near movie main menu music like it's fucking crazy. So Thomas is very very talented for sure. Let's talk a little bit about the theme here. Aesthetically, this cover's really nuts, like truly really nuts. I love the color palette here. I love the contrast. And I love how realistic it is. And Unfinished Revolution almost kind of fits. You know what I mean? It reminds me of like classical shit. It definitely almost fits. So Unfinished Revolution itself definitely brings in the whole kind of like we're not done here, but we're gonna keep going kind of vibe. This instrumental definitely brings that out of you. Definitely keep your head up, like look up, kind of we're not done here yet, kind of mood for sure. So I think Thomas definitely nailed the overall theme aesthetically and title wise, 100%. So huge shout out to Thomas Marcus. Thank you for submission, homie. Much motherfucking love. Uh, Make sure you follow Thomas on SoundCloud. 2 away from 160, man. A cool milestone. Make sure you follow Thomas Marcus 075 on Twitter. 4 followers away from the big 3-0. Go show Thomas some love, man. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We upload 2 times a week. Full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, exclusive tracks, whole lot of good stuff going down on the channel. Make sure you go show the channel some love if you haven't already. And if you have, thank you. Ryuki, what's good, baby? I hope you're well. Welcome. What's cracking? How we doing, chat? I've been fucking yapping my jaw for like fucking 20 minutes straight, so forgive me. We're gonna sip some coffee. We're gonna chill out. How we doing, chat? How's our Monday? How are we doing, man? How we doing? I need a roll call in here. If you have the ability to type anything, let me know you're in the chat. How are you? Drop some emojis. Drop something. Let me know you're alive out there. I see Mark. I see Ryuki. I see Zangor. I see Kale. I see Cole. Let's get it, baby. Let's fucking go, man. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you for showing love to the Music Mondays motherfucking podcast. See Dread. Hope you're well, Dread. Yup. Odin, I see you. Welcome. Hope you're well. Happy Monday. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We're just kicking it, man. We're just kicking it. Have a nice little vibey Monday. You know what I'm saying? Nice little vibey Monday. All right. Let's continue here. Up next, we have an artist by the name of UV. Now, UV is an artist we've definitely covered on SoundCloud Sunday in the past. But this is definitely a first time submitting artist as far as the podcast goes, so I don't exactly know what to expect. This is a track titled Life is Crazy, and it's featuring Con Benny 2004. And Con Benny is definitely somebody we've touched on the Music Mondays podcast before, but not UV. UV is somebody that we have not, so I'm definitely interested in this. 2 minutes 41 seconds. Life is crazy. Yeah, nah, cover goes hard. This cover goes hard. Okay, okay, yeah, no. All right, all right, all right. I fuck with the cover. I fuck with the cover. Okay. First time submitting artist UV. Don't know what to expect, so let's hop right into this. That was an interesting ass first time submission. Ghost vibes. Yep. Let's go UV. Got some love in the chat. Got some love in the chat. Interesting first time submission, man. Um, this this is definitely a track I want to dive into. This is such a really experimental style as well. Um, so let's break this down. We're gonna talk about three things. We're gonna talk about the instrumental. We're gonna talk about vocals. We're gonna talk about the overall theme of Life is Crazy. So instrumentally, 63 is a producer we've heard quite a few times on the Music Mondays podcast, actually, and in SoundCloud Sunday. 63 is a real guru of this sort of alternative cloud rap, almost like sort of vapor style, you know what I mean? And really embraces it and does such a really good job, to be honest with you, like a really good job. So huge shout out to 63, man. This instrumental is very wavy. I like this instrumental a lot. You don't find too many producers that are really pushing that sort of alternative style with cloud stuff, sort of like um just that sort of direction, you know what I mean? You don't see many people push it like that. So huge shout out to 63. I like this instrumental. So great choice. Nothing clashing, too overbearing. Instrumental mix is good. Well, let's talk about vocals here. Now, UV, the mix itself for their vocals is decent. definitely decent. Um, it's one of those mixes that's very like it's not raw, but it's very like organic. It's very it's very original, right? But one thing I really enjoy about this is the flow and cadence. To be honest with you, like the overall flow and cadence of everything is really well done for a 3 minute track. That is almost very like in your face. It's very like continuous. Like this is a track that is like nonstop. So I think UV did a really good job when it comes to really finding a flow and like making themselves feel comfortable on this. So one thing that sort of comes to mind when it comes to a track like this is the delivery. Um, you know, UV is an artist that we haven't heard much of on the show. So I would say one thing that I noticed was delivery could have been emphasized on, but other than that, I would say this is a really like awesome direction to take as a vocalist because there aren't many artists out here doing these styles, and especially if you enjoy it, like this is a style to expand on and really push that ceiling that I always talk about here on the show. Just keep trying new things, keep pushing yourself, keep really like keep experimenting. You know what I mean? It's such a good thing. So vocals are really well done here. Um, Mix is solid. You have the very like raw-ish organic feel. And I think UV definitely did a really good job laying a foundation for Conbini. And Conbini, I think we've reviewed here on the show maybe once, but as a feature, I think they definitely delivered and really hit the nail on the head for the sort of vibe that UV was going for, but also contributing to the track itself, right? Um, because we always have that feature rule here where it's just like, damn, is this feature gonna be fire or is this feature just gonna like take away from the song? No, I think these two mesh really well together. I think UV and Convini really do a nice job blending on this sort of cloud sound that 63 has provided, for sure. So I like these two together a lot. Let's talk about the theme here. Now, aesthetically, Life is Crazy. The font immediately jumps out at me. The filter is another liking of mine. I enjoy this aesthetic. It's very minimalistic. I like the palette. And it's just overall sort of like you don't have to like be too specific with it. It's just like really a nicely designed simple cover. So well done there. Um, Life is Crazy. The theme itself is really in the title. You could touch on so many things here. Um, Life overall, personal stuff, future stuff, world stuff. Like there are so many topics addressed here. Even in just some single lines. You know what I mean? So I think these two really like picked a great theme to go with here because Life is Crazy is just you could just go you could go above and beyond with writing. You know what I mean? You could talk about so much shit and call it Life is Crazy. But I feel like this is a really broad title for a theme that expands so many different topics, and I think that's a really good idea. You know what I mean? Um, it just gave them the canvas to talk about so many things. So I think they did a really good job. Um, so well done. Huge shout out to UV, man. UV is 3 away from 60 followers, man. Go show UV some love. And of course, make sure you follow UV on Twitter. 9 away from 110 followers. Go show him some love, man. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We are approaching 70 subscribers. We upload 2 times a week, full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, full tracks, a whole lot of good stuff's going down on the channel, man. So make sure you go subscribe, go show the channel some love, go show these artists some love. Vanguard Warrior, gotta head out. It's getting late here. I appreciate you stopping by, homie. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a good stream. Thank you for hanging out with us at the show, and I hope to see you soon, my friend. I appreciate you stopping by. Let's go, chat. Oh man, we are out here. We are fucking out here. So, I think we have another. I'm just getting a head count here for how many artists we do have left here. Okay, so I believe our next artist right here, yep, after UV, is another first time submitting artist. We're getting a lot of these tonight, chat. We're getting a lot of these. We're getting a lot, okay? A lot of first time submitting artists, man. Which is great. You know what I mean? We love new music here on the Music Mondays podcast. And we love the community as well, of course. But always fun to bring some new people aboard, right? So, my latest release, Self Talk. Now, this is a first time submitting artist by the name of Sim. Sim hasn't tweeted. Got a link tree, trying to impress myself. Half of Dead Lighters. Okay. All right. So not much to go on, man. Not much to go on. My newest release. Interesting. First time submitting artist, and we have barely anything to really go off of. So I'm excited for this. Who knows what we're gonna get, right? So first time submitting artist Sim. Self Talk. Oh shit, we got a whole EP right here up in this bitch. All right. So, sometimes artists, you know. Oh wait, is this not from an EP, or am I just fucking high? I guess it is, but the link's just like yeah. Play the whole EP. But Sim submitted a track titled "No Hurry." This cover's actually nuts. What the fuck? This is some crazy abstract shit. Got a little like retro feel to it as well. I like this a lot. Sim, No Hurry, 5 days ago, relatively new. Okay, Sim. All right, let's get it. First time spinning artist Sim, No Hurry. Let's check this out.
I got time to use, that's not fair to you. Why not tighten screws? Act like I don't care, make me speak too true. If they even knew, even if they knew how I split in two, ain't forget yet. So for now I sit with you, who I'm talking to. Could be the mirror, I'm trying to think clear. I'm finally here, sure feels like time for me. Let me your ears now please. The end goal seems clear, but still nowhere near. I can see, but if you're hearing this, don't worry. I got time, it's still early. I get kinda preachy wordy when it comes to how I'ma change up things by 30. A lot know what I was like then, but haven't recently heard me. So many have probably forgotten. Just know if this ends, we weren't in control of the stopping. I guess it depends on how far we have gotten. Maybe I said too much, there's more, I'm sure. Truly I care too much, I feel the rush often. But I'm not in a hurry, I'm only a little worried. I'm stuck in the middle of what can heal and what can hurt me.
Holy shit. All right, man. Okay, this is actually nuts. Much like Ryuki said, I'm ascending to heaven right now. Yeah, no cap. Like, this was one of those tracks that is almost in a poetic sort of format. So let's break this down, man. We're talking about three things here. We're talking about the instrumental, talk about vocals, talk about the overall theme of No Hurry. So, wow. Instrumentally, you have a very simple, eerie sort of almost cloud-like. Not really. It's got a more dark undertone to it, but nonetheless, it's very eerie, sort of instrumental bass. Very minimal drums, but the mixing is on point. Very wide. Doesn't clash with vocals or anything like that. So this instrumental was perfect for what I think Sim was going for here. So such a good instrumental choice. Let's talk about vocals here. Now, a mix right off bat is excellent. I love the mix here, very crisp. I love the reverb. It's well done. I just love the whole monotone yet serious kind of mix going on here. But more so in regards to sort of like style. This is a very like poetic yet um like confident track. Like this was almost like Sim telling us something. You know what I mean? Like it was like a statement. And I love tracks that do that. Any artist can really get away with doing some shit like that because it's just really really dope if you put it together well, and I think Sim did a really good job. Having a track in this format where he's almost speaking to us, but it's still in the format of a track, right? So I think No Hurry absolutely nailed that. Now, the overall theme here. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Ryuki. Exactly, exactly. Now, the overall theme here definitely goes with the style that I was sort of speaking of, the more poetic, sort of like speaking, telling us a statement kind of deal. I think this cover absolutely nails it, especially in the abstract sort of style of things. And I love the color palette here. Really just like goes along with the eerie kind of theme for sure. Almost lost in time. Now, No Hurry is a simple yet like effective title for a track like this, for sure. Um, but like I said, a very poetic, couple of even dark lyrical undertones. But for the most part, we have Sim really like speaking their mind on a track like this, and you can't really ask for much more from an artist that is really expanding their creative wings, right? Um, and more we're just seeing artists do that again, and I think Sim is another one where they're just really experimenting with what they think sounds really really dope. So I love this. I would love to hear more of this. Huge shout out to Sim. Thank you for the submission, homie. Much motherfucking love. Make sure you follow Sim on SoundCloud. 9 away from 30 followers. Go show Sim some love, man. And of course, make sure you follow Sim on Twitter at ___ Sim ____. I'm just kidding. It'll be linked in the description. And every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description. And huge shout out to anybody who's subscribed to the Music Mondays YouTube channel. We're approaching 70 subs. We upload 2 times a week. Um, you know, exclusive segments, full podcast episode, exclusive tracks, a whole lot of good stuff's going down on the channel, man. So make sure you go subscribe, and go show channel and these artists some love. No cap, those lots of underscores in there. But yeah, man, I always make a note to talk about the YouTube channel after every submission because some people do watch the full show, some people skip around during the full show. So I like to make sure at the end of every submission, artists know not only where to find their submissions, but if somebody enjoys a song, they know where to go. And of course, shouts out the channel. So, we have a couple of staples up next, man. A couple of true Music Mondays staples. Um, Offspring, Mysterious. Now, Offspring Mysterious is an artist that, man, we reviewed so much great content from. A jack of all arts, if you will. Definitely somebody I refer to as a very, very hardworking artist. Um, Offspring has submitted everything from their writing, their digital art, their YouTube uploads, their YouTube edits, their YouTube stories, their instrumentals. Yeah, Offspring is very, very, very hardworking and absolutely destroyed 2022. So I'm interested in this. This week they submitted a track titled Majestic Spawns New Entities. Warning, this beat contains extreme amount of heat. It can cause house fires, car fires, blown out speakers, or possibly put you in a deep trance. You've been warned. Okay. Bet. We got it then. Let's go. Offspring Mysterious, Majestic Spawns, New Entities. And of course, if you're ever listening to Offspring Mysterious on SoundCloud, absolutely check out their descriptions for their short stories and real details on all of their tracks. Offspring has this wonderful signature style of art, man, and I definitely have some thoughts for this in a minute. Offspring, welcome. I hope you're well, my friend. Welcome. Offspring Mysterious, Majestic Spawns, New Entities.
Oh, yeah. I'm just scratching the surface.
I'm just scratching the surface. Let's fucking go, Offspring. Holy shit. So, the last couple of tracks we've got from Offspring have been these, almost mix like um blend of like two tracks that are just absolute fucking heat. Referencing back to the caption, warning, this beat contains extreme amount of heat. It can cause like come on. Offspring was not lying, bro. Was not lying in the submission. So obviously no vocals. We're gonna break this down by two things. We're gonna talk about the instrumental and we're gonna talk about the overall theme of Majestic Spawn's new entity. So, wow. I mean, 9 minutes 21 seconds, and there's so much substance here for just an instrumental track. Um, and this is what I always encourage producers to do, right? Even Offspring is going outside of the box, really making mixes like this that are, a digestible length, but also like just their own, you know what I mean? Own Offspring brand, own everything, you know what I mean? Like this is very original, very organic, something that Offspring really has done well at crafting, to be honest with you. And this is just what I love to see producers do, and Offspring is truly treating themselves like an artist. So as far as the track itself goes, the mix is great. That's not something that we can really ever um gripe about with any Offspring track. Each mix is always very, very solid, very crisp. Offspring all around is just a very solid producer when it comes to mixing, 100%. So one thing that I really enjoy about this track though is the structure. Again, you know what I mean, and like actually like very importantly the structure, because you have a 9 minute instrumental track, right? So you gotta have a lot of like content and substance to really like make this track worthwhile and really bring the idea to life. And I think Offspring did just that 100%. So structure is the key point here and did an excellent job really spreading everything out, keeping the drops in line, not getting too repetitive in some areas. I think this was really well balanced in terms of structure. Um, Another thing to note here is sound selection. You know what I mean? Offspring has a consistent sound selection, but also really knows what sounds go together for the vision that they have. So Offspring does a really good job sound selecting for sure. But like I said, shining star here for me, absolutely structure, especially for a 9 minute and 21 second track. So, we're back again here in the split fashion of sort of, a couple tracks that almost were blended together, or even maybe three different tracks that were blended like all together. But I think one thing to note here throughout this whole track is the use of the vocal sample, right? The use of the vocal sample is something that is really, really well done. Um, Something that I love to see producers do, whether it be with like lyric vocal samples, any type of vocal sample, just keep them in line with what you have going on in your instrumental. And I think Offspring really utilized that to their advantage, because the vocal sample is prevalent throughout the song. So it was really utilized in a good way as to where it wasn't too repetitive or anything like that or overdone. So the vocal sample is definitely something else to note there as well. Let's talk a little bit about the theme here. Now, aesthetically, we have the standard, you know what I mean, Offspring Mysterious cover, but I love the style on this. It's almost got that like coloring book kind of style, but it's backed up by the standard Offspring layout and real overall theme, even down to the font. But as far as the art itself goes, it's got this very coloring book kind of feel to it, you know what I mean? It's well done. It's well fucking done for sure, especially for something with the title Majestic Spawns New Entities. You know what I mean? It just has that like kind of chaos yet bright kind of feel to it. So theme wise, aesthetically on point, 100%. Now the overall theme of the track itself Majestic spawns new entities. You know, truly takes you on, much like Offspring said in the caption, put you in a deep trance and definitely takes you on a journey. You know what I mean? Truly takes you on a journey from start to finish. And even all the way up until the outro, we have just a well-crafted structure that you can get a story from. And even though there's no vocals, that's why I like push producers to do things like this, because this still told a story. And I think that's something you definitely got to note here as well. So well fucking done, Offspring. Majestic spawns new entities. Exclusive, private, unreleased Offspring Mysterious. Definitely be on the lookout for this coming very, very soon. And of course, if you want to dive deeper into the overall theme of any Offspring Mysterious track, make sure you check out the description and check out Offspring's wonderful writing and short stories, my friends. And of course, make sure you follow Offspring Mysterious on SoundCloud. Offspring is very, very close to 2K, man. Really close to 2K, actually. That's a fire-ass milestone. That is a fire milestone, okay? Go show Offspring some love, man. And of course, make sure you follow Offspring Mysterious on Twitter. Offspring is 10 away from 900. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And of course, subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We upload 2 times a week, full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, whole lot of good stuff's going down on the channel, man. Go show these artists some love. Go show the channel some love. And huge shout out to anybody that already has subscribed. We see you. We appreciate you. You loyal. Thank you. Thank you for the love, homie. Yo, thank you for the submission, my friend. I appreciate you. Keep fucking killing it. Keep it up. We need more Offspring, baby. We need way more. Let's get it, Offspring. So, up next, we got the homie No Name Dread. And Dread is another staple to the Music Mondays community here. Dread truly is one of those artists that, you know, I always say lets their sound speak for them, right? And Dread has this wonderful blend of so many different sounds that have just really matured, you know, since Dread's first submission. We've heard old Dread, we've heard classic Dread, we've heard new Dread. But this week we got some brand new No Name Dread. And if you're not familiar with Dread, you're about to be. Let's pop this open in a brand new Aberroony here. And we got No Name Dread Burp, Prod Dark Boy. And we got the fucking Dread aesthetics, man. This is something I used to say like all the time. I haven't gotten to say it in a while, but Dread's art style is absolutely nutty, man. Literally down to the parental advisory usage. Dread style is just really out of this world. It's super retro. I love everything that's used in the majority of Dread's covers, man. Definitely one of my favorite art styles. 100%. Just a staple. You know what I mean? Literally just a staple, for sure. So, let's get into this. No Name Dread, Burp, Prod Dark Boy.
I got a bird. Live life in the gutter, no stutter. I jumped off the curb. Talking just cutter. I'm always on do not disturb. Dope drink, no pain. I'm no longer on earth. No brain,
Holy shit. Let's fucking go. So this is a track that I snuck onto the most recent volume of SoundCloud Sunday. So getting to react to it here on the show is always a pleasure. But holy fuck, man. There was a track not too long ago, I want to say like a couple months ago, where it really reminded me of this style that Dread has. It's just this fucking like real it's just this star power it's some kind of fucking crazy ass star power, dude, because Dread has these hooks that are so fucking unique and so catchy that are I hear them and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, seriously, what the fuck? This motherfucker burped on the hook and it's gas. Like, what? Bro. Come on, we gotta talk about this here. So, let's break this down. We're gonna talk about three things. We're gonna talk about the instrumental. We're gonna talk about vocals. Talk about the overall theme of this track. So, he's him, not literally, literally. Dark Boy is definitely a producer that we've seen Dread work with in the past. We've reacted to a couple tracks of theirs together here on the show before. But nonetheless, definitely has this dark trap undertone, which Dread absolutely eats alive. No surprise that Dread kind of ate this beat up. Dark Boy's an excellent producer when it comes to alternative trap, dark trap, things like that. But really hit the nail on the head with this one. Something slow pace, a little bit of devil kind of feel to it, very dark. 808 really, really kind of is the center of attention as far as the instrumental goes. So I think Dark Boy did an excellent job. Not only with his beat, but I think Dread really handpicked this one in a really good way. Because I just feel like Dread knows what Dread can absolutely eat up. And this is definitely an instrumental I would hear and be like, yeah, Dread would definitely kill that shit. For sure. So it's a really, really good instrumental choice, 100%. But let's talk about vocals here. Now, Dread is an artist that really excels in so many vocal styles. But let's just get this right off the fucking bat. This mix is a shining star for me. I don't know who mixed this or where this was mixed. I'm pretty sure Dread mixed it. Because this is one of the craziest mixes for a No Name Dread track, bar none. This mix is so fucking well done. From the pitch to the reverb to literally everything done to the vocals here. The delivery helped as well. I think Dread did a really good job really recording this track, but holy shit, the fucking mix is so good. And it's not like it carries the song or anything. Dread still kills it, but this mix is such a pleasure to the ear. And any first time listener is going to hear this and be like, whoa. No doubt in my mind is going to be like, what the fuck? So, shining star for me, mix, without a doubt, 100%. Runner up is structure. I love the structure here. You have your basic layout. Hook's excellent, verse is great. The hook is just so memorable and one of those tracks that you could film a video for and it would go so fucking hard, bro. Imagine just sitting there smoking blunts and in the stew or in a living room or some shit and having a burp for bro, come on, the ideas you could do for this shit is fucking nuts. And it's just one of those kind of let your mind just go fucking crazy. And this is the kind of shit you can come up with. This is so original. So fucking original, and I love hearing this shit. It wasn't too long ago Dread came up with a hook just like this where it struck me kind of damn, you don't hear shit like this often. So well fucking done on the vocals. Now, let's talk about the theme here. I mean, shit, you got the No Name Dread aesthetics, color palette's great. I like the retro kind of feel to it. The filter's great. What more can you say? You see this kind of art, it's a No Name Dread track for sure. But the overall theme of burp, right? I mean, it's in the title. It's literally in the title, but it's just a play on words and almost a play on a couple phrases. And Dredd just spits this really, really like it's not like super dark, but it has like dark undertones and shit in the verse, and the hook is like catchy, but it's dark. You know what I mean? Like people always write hooks and think they got to be like cute and catchy and you know weird shit, right? But this is like catchy and dark, and like only a few artists come to mind that do well at that sort of thing, and Dredd is definitely heading in that direction where they just have these dark hooks, but they're catchy. You know what I mean? It's dark, it's simple, it's catchy. So well fucking done, man. Well done. I'm impressed. Like I said, I snuck that on a SoundCloud Sunday, but had to give my thoughts on it here too as well. So huge shout out to No Name Dread. Thank you for the submission, homie. Much motherfucking love. Make sure you follow Dread on SoundCloud. 10 away from 220 followers. Dread's got a really good library, so definitely go check that shit out. Make sure you follow No Name Dread1 on Twitter. Dread is 9 away from 150. Also a fire milestone. Like, let's be real here. 150 is a great milestone. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We upload 2 times a week, full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, interviews, feature Fridays, exclusive tracks, a whole lot of good stuff's going on the channel, man. Go support these artists and go support the Music Mondays channel. Well fucking done. Well fucking done. Huge shout out to everybody that's submitted so far. Huge shout out to anybody that's tuning in, man. You guys are awesome. Let's fucking get it. Let's get it. I think Ryuki said it earlier. We got fed tonight. Yeah, not for real. Like, everybody came through tonight. Holy shit. Everybody's been killing it lately, man. Thank you for healing my depression. Yo, I'm glad I could be a part of that, my friend. Keep your fucking head up. So, one... So we're about halfway through the show. I think up next we have a first time submitting artist. So, we'll continue on with this after our intermission. So, you guys know the drill. We've been live for about, let's see, 2 hours already, man, and we're halfway through the show, halfway through our submissions. So, huge shout out to anybody that has came through, showed love tonight. I need everybody in the chat to get up, go stretch your legs, go have a smoke break, go hit the bathroom. I'm gonna go hit the bathroom. Huge shout out to anybody that did submit, came through, showed love. I appreciate you guys. Music Mondays, episode 90. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Music Mondays podcast. I hope you're well. Let's get right back into submissions. Huge shout out to anybody that's tuned in with us, showing love. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Kojak, what's good, homie? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. So, diving right back in. First time submitting artist, Abbasia. A boom bap bop, my favorite song on my album. Harmony Overthinker, vocals prod. Okay. My debut album, Through a Red Tinted Paint, is out now. I hope you're enjoying it. Let me know what you all think. Okay. Alright. We definitely gotta check this out. For sure. What lyrics on Spotify? Okay. Yup. Keep the dopamine flowing. That's what I like to see. That's what we do around here. First time submitting artist, Basia. Fume.
I saw the smoke, yeah, I saw the fire, raging all over my time. It's gone from now. My throat is getting choked up, but I'm feeling alright. Waiting for the moment where water comes to life. Where water comes to life, no, but it won't ever come to life. Je vois la fumée dans le ciel, la fumée dans le ciel. I see objects in the mirror, ones I never recognize. Look into the stars for another reason why. Those pristine memories of times gone by are fading slowly, I'm becoming blind. Yeah, I'm stuck inside, watch the hours roll by, and I wish that I could say goodbye. Out of this world to something I prefer, I wouldn't find it all down here. I know the distance will be so far between us. I know the distance will be so far.
Yeah, this is fucking crazy.
There's so many ways I can't remember. Living my life.
The switch up!
I was waiting to leave until September. Left my life back in July. If there is a reason, I know why. I watched the moon and stars pass by. No, I didn't even want to, but I tried to set my world on fire. And I know it's hard a lot to see that there's a possibility that time won't just pass you by. To watch stars shine like it did to me. 'Cause it did to me. And I've forgotten how to dream. I'll just lay down and dream. I'll just lay down and
Okay. What the actual fuck? This is a heater. Nah, yeah, like, wait, this is actually, like, crazy, bro. 19? Holy shit. What a first time submission, man. Holy fuck. All right, all right, all right, all right. No more gas. Let's break this down. Let's have a chit chat here. All right, all right, all right. We're talking about three things. We're talking about the instrumental, talk about vocals, talk about the overall theme of this track. So wow, man. What is like? Where the fuck do you even start with this instrumental? Um, Boom Bap Bop. Like, he was very fucking humble with this caption. Like, hearing this now, yo, that's funny as hell. Hearing this now, right? And then, oh my god, he was very humble with this caption. Um, Boom Bap Bop, to say the least, for sure. Um, Not sure if this was prod by him or it was a separate prod. Either way, this producer absolutely fucking killed it. The mix is so crisp, very very fucking wide. Um, Such a wonderful instrumental choice, truly. I love the switch up. Shining Stars definitely the switch up. For one, I wasn't expecting that, and for two, it definitely brings that boom bap kind of vibe, but almost in a lo-fi, modernized way, right? It's a little sprinkle of some alternative rock in there. You know what I mean? Like, it's got that little groove to it, little bit of fucking bounce. Yep, yep. Excellent fucking job on the instrumental for sure. Um, it just is very peaceful yet super bouncy for sure. Like, you can't not groove to this. Um, the elephant in the room though is the vocals. Like, the vocals are so angelic yet so emotionally like there. Like, you can hear the emotion, but they're so angelic and soft and very like peaceful throughout the whole track. You know what I mean? So this mix is fucking stellar. The delivery is absolutely stellar. I love that there's lyrics here that are uploaded on Spotify. Um, Not every artist does that. It's just, something I noticed. But for this particular track, I felt like it made the difference. For this track alone, just because it was like a first time listen for us. So it really put in perspective like how well of a songwriter Bassia is. Like, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. So Shining Star outside the mix is definitely the hook. I'm really enjoying the hook here. And I love the sort of like language switch up here. Like, and just sprinkling that in. Like, I love when artists sort of blend languages together and it sounds so fucking good. Like that kind of shit sounds so good. So many artists come to mind, you know what I mean? But if you mix, like, say, English and Spanish, English and French, English and Russian, like, sometimes it can come out so fucking hard. And this is definitely a track that benefit from that for sure. But overall, just the writing in general was really well done. Such a storytelling kind of song. Slightly poetic, but really still bouncy overall. So huge shout out to the instrumental. Vocals are well done. Like I said, Shining Stars a mix for sure. Outside of that, I would absolutely say the songwriting and the hook. Um, let's talk a little bit about the theme here. As an album cover, this is definitely like some organic art kind of shit. Like, this looks like a piece that you would commission somebody for, so this is amazing. Color palette's very like dark and simple, almost space like. Definitely album worthy for sure. Recognizable as an album cover, 100%. Um, and the overall theme here is just like, there's a couple of lines touching on love, just life in general. Overall, just a very poetic track, and we get a story here. To be honest with you, like, we truly get a story here. Um, Mostly about love, like I said, and leaving somebody behind, and almost a moving on kind of vibe, if you will. Um, and back to the caption, my favorite song on my album. I could see why. I could see why this came out fantastic. Um, well fucking done. Like, that was a crazy ass first time submission, man. Holy shit. thank you so much for the submission, my friend. I appreciate you. Make sure you follow Bassia on Twitter, Bassia Music. 3 away from 260 followers. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We are approaching 70 subscribers, man. 70 subscribers. We upload 2 times a week, full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, a whole lot of good stuff's going down on the channel, man. Make sure you go show these artists and the channel some love. Let's go, man. Holy shit. That song sent me for a doozy, man. I was not expecting that. I was just truly not expecting that. Okay, so up next we got the homie King Mark, but this week we have a kind of special submission from King Mark, and it's some art. So we're gonna wrap back around to this because I think we have a music video and another sort of design related submission. So we'll get through the audio first, and then we'll check out visuals and a merchandise once we get through audio. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 audio tracks left. Yeah, just about that. So Mark, we're gonna wrap back around to, and then we got the homie Absolo up next, man. Absolo has been absolutely killing it with not only the instrumentals but the work ethic, you know what I mean? We're getting exclusive unreleased Absolo like every week, man. And Absolo is definitely along the lines of those, you know, producers that we talk about that really treat themselves like artists, you know what I mean? And Absolo has definitely developed a brand for themselves over the course of 2022 for sure. So this week Absolo submitted an unreleased exclusive track titled Standoff. Of course, unreleased exclusive, so no cover, standard Absolo logo. It's tagged Funk. So who knows what we're about to get into, man. For those of you that know Absolo and know what we're about to get into for Absolo, you know, definitely in for a treat either way. So Absolo Standoff, exclusive unreleased track. Damn. Eesh. We about to get Absun, Funk King, not the gunshots. Let's fucking go, man. Let's go. Um, yeah, this was really, really fucking unique. I love the effort put into the small things. It really made the difference for this track, man. Um, so let's break this down. Obviously, no vocals, so we're gonna talk about two things here. We're gonna talk about the instrumental, talk about the overall theme of Standoff. So, right off rip, mix is excellent. I love the drums. I love the way everything is mixed here between the vocal sample, the mel's great, the structure's great. Everything's mixed really, really crisp. Like I usually say though, for the most part, you can expect that from Absolo instrumentals 100%. Um, but one other shining star for me is, like I said, the little things, right? I feel like the gunshots, like Mark mentioned, the sirens, the outro, like a lot of that was very rememberable. You know what I mean? And it makes tracks so personal to you as a producer, right? You're like, oh yeah, this is fucking fire. And it's like some of the smallest little things, right, that are just like, oh wow, like this just makes this so much better. And it's just the littlest shit. So I feel like Absono really benefited from going above and beyond and adding in some little goodies here on this track 100%. So, like I said, mix is great, mel's great. Drums are really well done. I love the sound selection here. Structure's really good too when you consider the vocal sample. Not too much going on. It's really spread out, nice and even. This is definitely one of those tracks where like an artist could absolutely hop on this and eat this, or this could be released as a solo track because it's utilized so well with the vocal samples and the smaller samples when it comes to the gunshots, the sirens, things like that. So overall, it's like a very consistent track, and I love it for that. You know what I mean? Absolo's really been, an artist that I've always noticed has a knack for taking a style and, like I always say, just really makes it their own. You know what I mean? Puts that Absolo spin on it, but doesn't really like change the overall style too much. Um, so well fucking done. Now let's talk about the theme here. Obviously, unreleased exclusive Epsono, so no official cover art yet. We just have the Epsono logo, which is obviously a nice touch because it's the profile picture. Um, so super simple, but does its job for purposes like this one right now. But standoff, I mean, standoff with the cops, standoff, against literally anybody. You know what I mean? Like this is a very like last ditch effort kind of track, right? Like, the car crash at the end and like this sort of vocal chops and this is a very like almost kind of like very classical gangsta style, but like not really. It has a spin on it because like Absolo has these modern sounds that are so well used, but it definitely does have that like classical funk feel to it. So I feel like Standoff is really well done theme wise. And would be perfect for a single release even if an artist didn't want to hop on this. You know what I mean? So well fucking done. Huge shout out to Absono. Thank you for the submission, homie. Much, much motherfucking love. Make sure you follow Absono on SoundCloud. One away from 30 followers, man. Lots of bangers on there, lots of instrumentals. Go show Absono some love. And of course, make sure you follow Proud Absono on Twitter. 30 away from 360 or 10 away from 340. Go show Absono some love. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're approaching 70 subscribers. Hit that motherfucking button if you haven't already, man. And if you have, thank you. I see you. You loyal. You smart. I appreciate you. We upload 2 times a week. Full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, full tracks, show recaps. A whole lot of good stuff's going down on the channel, man. Go show the channel some love and go show these artists some love. Let's go, chat. So, up next we got the homie Matt Rocks. Now, And Matt has one of the craziest ceilings in the Music Mondays community. We've seen Matt just go from A to B in like no time. Matt just has this crazy style that is so locked down and so consistent that it's just it's really remarkable, to be honest with you. But if you're not familiar with Matt Rocks, you're about to be. They submitted a, I presume, unreleased exclusive track. Yup, unreleased exclusive track. Titled Demon Slayer. Now, this is Prod Murda Beats. I mean, like, no matter what this has got to be crazy, right? Gotta be. Cover definitely goes stupid as well. I really like this cover a lot. Simple, effective. Matt Rocks Demon Slayer, man. Let's check this out. Oh shit! Nah, what? Get the fuck out. What? Alright, dude. Holy shit, man. That was actually fucking crazy. That was really fucking crazy. That art rocks? Yeah, no, the art's crazy. Wow. Wow. Man. I'm about to fucking turn on my face cam, bro. Like, if you could just see my face right now. That was actually cooked. That was cooked. Alright. Alright. We just need to break this down. For sure. We're gonna talk about three things. We're gonna talk about the instrumental, talk about vocals, talk about the overall theme of Demon Slayer. So, wow, this instrumental, man. I mean, Murda Beats, right? But the thing that kind of caught me off guard was the melody. I was like, holy fuck. I was not expecting a guitar like that, and like the way it's fucking structured, like each drop is like so well done, man. Like so fucking well done. the structure of the beat is easily the shining star for me. Structure's fucking great. Sound selection's great. Well fucking done. Like Jesus. But that's to be expected, right? The thing that's really important here is the vocals and Matt Rocks, because this beat alone absolutely fire. You know what I mean? Like absolutely fucking fire. But when it comes to Matt, like Matt absolutely ate this shit up. Like we've seen Matt on a couple of different styles of instrumental um as of lately, right? But I feel like the alternative rock, acoustic, alternative pop style fits Matt so well. Um just because Matt does just such a good fucking job between writing and delivery, man. Like this is like A1. Whenever this drops, this is going to get a lot of love for sure. This is really fucking well done. And it's only clocking in at 2 minutes 21 seconds and has so much substance, man. Um and the surprise feature with a blood cat. You know what I mean? Like it's like damn, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's like this might be one of the craziest Matt Rock songs we have heard in a minute. And that's saying a lot because every week we've been like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. You know what I mean? Like literally it's like damn. But this one, man, in a lane of its own, for sure, bro. For sure. Holy fuck. So yeah, insane instrumental. That's absolutely a fact. But Matt really did an excellent job with delivery on this. I love the vocal structure as well. The mix is really well done. It's almost like a slightly different take on Matt Rock's. Nothing too like out of the ordinary. You'll know it's Matt Rocks, but definitely on like a different spectrum when it comes to the vocal mix. And I think Matt really killed it there as well. Um, well, holy shit, you know what I mean? I think another shining star here for me is the lyrics, right? The writing simple but so effective. Like mostly because of the delivery as well, right? Like these lyrics look simple, but like the way it's delivered by Matt is so well done. And then come on, bro. You know what I mean? It wow. Blood Cat. I love this song so much. Now like everybody fucking killed it. Like this is one of the craziest songs I've heard in a minute from Matt for sure. Without a doubt. So vocals are absolutely on point. I feel like 2 minutes 21 seconds. This is like a song with so much substance, and like you just know right off the rip is about to be a fucking banger for sure. Um, wow. I kind of had a feeling. I had a feeling top five easy, easy, easy top five, 100%. I had a feeling, bro. Once the instrumental hit, I had a feeling, bro. I had a feeling. I was like, nah, what are we about to get right here? So instrumental, insane, vocals, well fucking done. Aesthetic wise, I mean, Demon Slayer, relatively minimalistic art, but very effective, very on point with Matt Rocks and their art style in regards to what they enjoy. So very on point for Matt Rocks, 100%. Um, even just calling it Demon Slayer is like such an ode. You know what I mean? So as far as like an underlying theme here, um, really talking about demons, to be honest with you, and like demons throughout your life. Play on the word Demon Slayer, so it's like talking about your vices, the other demons in life, real life demons. You know what I mean? Like, so this is still a song with like a lot of like substance as far as lyrical content goes, which you can always expect from Matt, man. So well fucking done, well fucking done. Whenever this drops, man, it's going up for show. Huge shout out, Matt Rocks. Thank you for the submission and thank you for letting us premiere that here on the Music Mondays podcast. Make sure you follow Matt Rocks on SoundCloud if you want to find out when the fuck that's dropping, because holy shit. Matt's on the road to 1.8 on SoundCloud. Go show Matt some love. And of course, make sure you follow Matt Rocks on SoundCloud at Matt Rocks. Matt is literally 10 away from 630, man. Another cool milestone. Go show Matt some love. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We upload 2 times a week, exclusive segments, full podcast episodes, exclusive tracks, a whole lot of good stuff's going down on the channel, man. Go show the channel and go show these artists some love. Wow, I was not expecting that. That is crazy, brother. That was something, bro. That was truly fucking something. Holy shit. So, up next we got the homie Cole Girard. And Cole has been absolutely killing it with everything recently. Cole has been known to the Music Mondays community and the overall podcast to really have like such a great blend of styles. And like I said, he's been killing it with visuals, engineering, cover art, their own vocal singles, like damn near everything. So Cole's been on a roll lately, but they submitted a older track, sort of old, from only 2 years ago, but it's titled Necromancy, and it's definitely not one we've heard here on the Music Mondays podcast. Believe that. This is some classic Cole shit, bro. Like, what the fuck? This is some classic Cole shit, bro. This is crazy. Okay. I'm interested. We don't get a lot of like throwback Cole. If any, I don't think we've had any other older Cole tracks, to be honest. Maybe like 1 or 2, but let's check this out. Cole Girard, Necromancy. Perfect. This beat's actually crazy.
Narcoleptic, keep you fenced in. The figure, necessary necromancy. Necromancy, get your dead ass in here. All the ghosts appearing, I can kinda see 'em. What the fuck they doing? What the fuck they doing? What the fuck they doing? I'ma stir the room. Cast a song of healing.
Damn.
Viciously mock a nigga. Yeah, why can't I just do it? Got Nike all on me. Why can't I just rap with the homies? Cause I'm in the heat of the moment. Like going down, keep that shit rolling. Like all of the bombs that I'm throwing. Like all of the shit I'm recording. Like all of the joints that I'm smoking. I shot my shit, you just be loading. Don't wanna sleep. The darkness likes to hide. Their eyes on me. Purple tunnel, narcoleptic, keep you fenced in. The fake I had, necessary necromancy. Necromancy, get your dead ass in here. All the ghosts appearing, I can kinda see 'em. What the fuck they doing? 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 I'ma stir the room. Cast a song of healing. Viciously mock a nigga. Look, started at 1 is 1, no time doesn't matter to me. Riding for 24 hours, I'm hitting 4 beats in a day, it ain't nothing to me. Ain't no street, I'll spit any day of the week. Dead ass nigga, no way, no sleep. Shit.
What the fuck? Okay. This happy Halloween. Yo, nah, literally, what the fuck? This is definitely some like super Halloween shit. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so a couple things I want to touch on here. Couple things I want to touch on here for sure. Um let's talk about three things. We're gonna talk about the instrumental, talk about vocals, talk about the overall theme of necromancy. So, instrumental is definitely dark. It definitely has that a bit of like a Halloween sort of like um just darker graveyard kind of vibe, you know what I mean? Very evil, very demonic, but it keeps it modern with the drums, you know what I mean? The drums are still very modern. The drums aren't very like dark either, you know what I mean? The drums keep it light, so um drum selection is really good as well. The prod did a really, really good job for sure. I like the mix as well. Vocals not clashing, too overbearing. Especially for something that's, you know, more of an older Cole track. Not like fucking older, but you know, 2 years ago. So take that into consideration with everything that Cole's been putting out now. This is really, really impressive, you know, because Cole's made a lot of headway. Um, let's talk about vocals here now. Mix right off the rip is great. We all like Cole's a fucking fire engineer. So it's no surprise that even a more older mix is still very crisp, and sounds very, very clean on here. But shining star for me is one, the flow and the writing. The fucking writing on here is insane. Uh it's just like the cadence is so like it's so confident yet dark. You know what I mean? And that's a dangerous combo for a beat like this. A real fucking dangerous combo because you start coming off as like it's just like very, very hard, and it's like damn, this is tough. It's very attractive to me because there was a track not too long ago Cole did. Um, there was one with Mark, and then there's another one not too long ago where I was like, damn, Cole's doing some like kind of heavier shit, but Cole kind of touched on some heavier shit here, and this is 2 years ago, so it's like, damn, Cole's been in that shit. Cole's been experimenting. Cole's been doing that. So this is a really cool insight because we do react to Cole quite often here in the show. So this is a really cool insight on Cole's mindset back in 2020, right? And how that sound is really carried over into what Cole's doing right now in 2022. So the vocals are excellent. I love the style, and it's even almost another blend of like trap and sort of a slight heavier kind of style. You know what I mean? So Cole's been doing that blending shit. So well fucking done. Flows and cadence excellent. Writing definitely excellent. But that'll lead me to talk about the theme here. Um, Aesthetically, you definitely have that Halloween kind of like classic underground cover, but it almost gives like not funeral vibes, but like almost graveyard vibes for sure. Definitely graveyard vibes, 100%. Keeps up with the Halloween theme as well. But aesthetically absolutely nailed it. But the thing here with this theme, you know, the title necromancy, but under that all is like so many topics Cole touched on when it comes to really like not like completely dark topics, but like more so just Cole's lyrics on even like a darker sort of instrumental. And Cole really like took that and ran with it. And I don't think Cole's lyrics changed so much as, you know, the delivery did. I feel like Cole's delivery here was definitely in line with the kind of instrumental and the overall vibe and theme that Cole was going for, you know? Which is that sort of like dark, creepy, graveyard like undertone, you know? Kind of ethereal, eerie kind of shit, but still hard and modern. So I feel like Necromancy was a really cool insight on what was going down in Cole's musical career 2 years ago, you know what I mean? So this is awesome. This is really, really fucking cool. And it's been really awesome to see how Cole's progressed up until now. Um, so let's fucking go, man. Huge shout out to Cole. Thank you for the submission, homie. Much, much motherfucking love. Make sure you go follow Cole on Spotify. And of course, make sure you follow Cole Gerard on Twitter. Cole is 1 away from 30, man. 1 away. 1 away. I need one of you motherfuckers to go in there and go follow Cole Gerard on Twitter right the fuck now. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. Make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. Huge shout out to everybody who already has. We upload 2 times a week, exclusive segments, full podcast episodes, exclusive tracks, a whole lot of good stuff's going down on the channel, man. Go show the channel some love and go show these artists some love. Let's fucking get it, Cole. Let's get it, baby. Keep killing it. Keep it up. Let's go, my friend. So, who we looking at? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What about 6, including Mark? But I think like 2 of those are some visuals. So, let's hop right back into our next audio submission. And we got the homie Kale. Fucking Kale. It's been a while since we've heard from Kale, man, but Kale's definitely one of those producers that has really killed it this year. But Kale's definitely in line with the prods that I always talk about that really treat themselves like artists and really continue to respect themselves as producers and create a brand for themselves and continuously put out music. So Kale submitted a track titled Presence, and the caption reads, "Some new for you guys." Oh shit. Brand new motherfucking Kale. Alright. Now, this is not an exclusive Music Mondays premiere, but it might as well be because it came out 10 hours ago. This cover's crazy. This is for one, a very Halloween-esque cover, but I love the art style, you know what I mean, and the color palette's great. You have literally like 3 colors here that all blend so well together. So I like the cover choice. Enjoy. Creepy horror, eerie hard, awesome sounds. Okay. All right, let's see what Kale got for us, man. A brand new Kale plant. Presence. Into it. Aw, shit. Sheesh. Yeah. Oh my god. Holy shit. Damn, man. Holy fuck. Dude, those 808. Yeah. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was fucking nuts. That was fucking nuts. What the fuck? Even with me when I step on the boot. Hey. Nah, that was very... Man, we got everyone on that spooky shit. I was about to say that. Mark literally took the words right out of my mouth, bro. Like, I agree. Everybody's on their spooky shit, and I am here for it, man. Happy fucking October, baby. Let's fucking go. You just step my shit up for real. Hey, let's go, baby. This is all the motivation in the world, man. You guys have been killing it lately. Alright, so brand new Kale, man. Let's break this down. No vocals, so we're gonna talk about 2 things here. We're gonna talk about the instrumental. We're gonna talk about the overall theme of Presence. So, fuck me, right? Like, let's just get this out the way. The mix is 10 out of 10. The mix is 10 out of 10. These 808s really knock, really knock, but they're not too overbearing or anything like that. All the drums are really well done. Um, the mel is fucking great. Keeps it very in line with the darker undertones. Very creepy, very graveyard like. Mix is excellent. Now, Shining Star for me is the drum patterns here. The drum patterns are just excellent, and this is why producers can do shit on their own. You know what I mean? Because these drum patterns are sometimes shit that artists won't even like anyway. You know what I mean? Like sometimes artists will be like, "Oh nah," but this is such a fire track by its own. You know what I mean? Like this is fucking heat. Like, cause like you listen to this in a playlist, you listen to this as a single, you can be like, "Oh, fuck me." You know what I mean? So it's like, damn. So yeah, by far the shining star for me has got to be the drums. Got to be the drums. Just the way everything's laid out, including the structure, right? Because the structure really prevented any repetition, nothing like that. It really kept the track insanely fresh. So the drums are fucking excellent. Melody's very memorable, very graveyard like, very like murder house inspired for sure. Um, so yeah, all in all, for a minute 52, this has everything you'd want in an instrumental. Somebody could easily hop on this and kill it, or this is absolutely a heavyweight instrumental that can hold its own as a track, for sure. Um, it's just so well done. I mean, the other thing here to note again is the structure. Like the intro to the outro is so well done. Like you could see it in the waveform. You can literally see it in the waveform. That's how good the structure is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that is well done. So huge shout out to Kale, man. Kale's very talented producer. Um, so yeah, this is like such a very like organic, well done Kale track. You know what I mean? Like if you're to drop a single and be like, boom, what's up? This is it. You know what I mean? Perfect way to start off October for sure. Let's talk a little bit about the theme though. Aesthetically, like I said, this cover's insane. Definitely goes along with like the spooky haunted house graveyard kind of paranormal vibe. But another thing to note that I enjoy is the color palette. The black, the pinkish red, the slight whites in there. Like this is well done. It's a very small color palette, but it's so well done. So definitely a track you can remember for sure. Now, presence, for the overall theme itself, I mean, paranormal, 100%. You get a big graveyard kind of haunted house vibe here. And keeping up with the theme of October and Halloween, presence. You know what I mean? Like something about it is off, and this is definitely one of those kind of like instrumentals that you could use for almost anything scary, and it's heat by itself. So this is why I always encourage producers to really push things on their own and really continue to release tracks as they work with other artists and vocalists, right? Because that doesn't mean you and your train gotta stop. You know what I mean? So huge shout out to Kale, man. Everybody go run this up. Brand new Kale just dropped. Thank you for submission, Omi. Much motherfucking love. Kale is 2 away from 450. Dope ass milestone there, and lots of good stuff on Kale SoundCloud. And of course, make sure you follow Kale on Twitter at thatboykale. 8 away from 660 followers. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. Make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're approaching 70 subscribers. We upload 2 times a week, full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, a whole lot of good stuff is available on the Music Mondays YouTube channel. Go show these artists some love and go show the channel some love. So, let's get it, man. Spooky vibes, crazy first time submissions, man. We're moving right along. Everybody has fucking killed it tonight. Huge shout out to the chat as well. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for hanging out here at the Music Mondays podcast. So Kale we just did. Up next, we get the homie Mites. And I had noticed Mites unfortunately does not follow the Music Mondays homepage. Tisk. like I say at the top of the show, and before we go through submissions, if you're ever interested in submitting to the Music Mondays podcast, all that we ask is that you do follow our homepage and not only help us grow, but help the community grow and show respect to the artists that do follow the page and wait every week for their submissions. Because like I always say, we never charge for submissions for any articles, playlists, reactions, anything like that. We never have, we never will. So that's all we do ask is that you do follow the page before you submit your track. So feel free to resubmit your track and follow the page, and we'll be happy to react and review your track here live on the Music Mondays podcast. So, continuing on. Another first time submitting artist. Zenodro. Zenodro Official. Music performance. Student, artist, entertainer, rapper, idealist, New Jersey, USA. Damn. Okay. Dropped last week and they submitted a track titled All I Ever Wanted. Okay. Let's check this out. I'm very intrigued. I don't know what to expect. What did the bio say? Artist, entertainer, rapper. Okay. So you would assume rap maybe, but you never know. You never know what we're about to get here. Let's check this out. First time submitting artist, Zenodro, All I Ever Wanted.
See, all I ever wanted was for you to lie me, but all you ever wanted was to go and find me. See, all you ever wanted was to go and fight me, fight me, yeah. See, all I ever wanted was for you to lie me, but all you ever wanted was to go and fight me. See, all you ever wanted was to go and fight me, fight me, yeah. See, what the fuck did I go and do to you? See, why the fuck do you gotta be so rude?
Wow.
See, all I ever wanted was to go be friends. Didn't think this is the way it was gonna end. Didn't ever mean to go ahead of fan. Thought we would go ahead and make amends. Don't go ahead and just play pretend, cause all you motherfuckers knew you didn't lie me. See, all I ever wanted was for you to lie me, but all you ever wanted was to go and find me. See, all you ever wanted was to go and fight me, fight me, yeah. See, all I ever wanted was for you to lie me, but all you ever wanted was to go and fight me. See, all you ever wanted was to go and fight me, fight me, yeah. And now you're telling me that you're gonna ride me. So why the hell you trying to go inside me? So why the fuck do you gotta go and slide me? Big T motherfucker, go ahead and bite it. And this the last time that I tell you nicely. Go back to your down at the ivory. And why the fuck are you acting almighty? I see he's always fucking with my psyche. See, all I ever wanted was for you to lie me, but all you ever wanted was to go and find me. See, all you ever wanted was to go and find me, fight me, yeah. See, all I ever wanted was for you to lie me, but all you ever wanted was to go and find me. See, all you ever wanted was to go and find me, fight me, yeah. Two peas in a pod, I'm grieving the loss. You were the reason I gone so deep in the sauce. Reason I thought that I'd be leaving it all. Change my tune up, now I'm leaving it all. No apology, girl, not even a call. Who would've thought we would be beefing it all? No, it's not that you don't want me to go be successful. It's more that you don't want me to go and be a threshold, like damn. See, all I ever wanted was for you to lie me, but all you ever wanted was to go and find me. See, all you ever wanted was to go and find me, fight me, yeah. See, all I ever wanted was for you to lie me, but all you ever wanted was to go and find me. See, all you ever wanted was to go and find me, fight me, yeah.
What? This night, smoking a bowl, watching the clouds over the moon, we vibing. No, like legit, we are fucking kicking it because wow, that was Very, very fucking impressive, man. Holy shit. Um, well fucking done. Well fucking done. Holy shit. Um, wow. Wow. First time submitting artist Zenodro. Alright, let's break this down. We're gonna talk about three things here. We're gonna talk about the instrumental, we're talk about vocals, talk about the overall theme of All I Ever Wanted. So right off rip, I love this instrumental choice. It's got this like alternative like rock yet alternative pop vibe. But still simple, you know what I mean? The mix is very, very crisp. Drum selection's very nice. The prod did a really good job with the structure as well. Very simple hook verse hook structure. Um just a simple layout, but everything is very crisp, very wide. I feel like this prod definitely killed it. It's just a very like almost happy kind of instrumental, but not really. It just has that positive vibe to it a little bit for sure. Um, so definitely a good choice. But we got to talk about vocals here because holy shit. Shining Star is the hook. This is like we just have so many artists here on Music Mondays that do so well with writing hooks. Like truly do such a good job writing hooks. And for a first time submitting artist, I'm definitely impressed, you know what I mean? Um, cuz you kind of want to keep everything open because you never know what to expect, but this was a real pleasure. The hook was something that I just noticed right off rip, which is like, wow, definitely catchy. We've had a couple catchy hooks tonight for sure. So that's definitely a shining star for me. The writing as well, such a great story here. And not necessarily like a like A to B story, but it's more so like a story um on Zenodro's feelings or just, metaphorically Zenodro's feelings. But a hook through and through without a doubt is a shining star for me. Um so let's talk a little bit about the mix here as far as vocals go because that's another thing that you definitely got to take note of. Very crisp, a very clean mix. It goes well with the instrumental for sure. Um, whoever the engineer and producer was on this really, really did an excellent job cleaning up everything and making sure they got the most out of Zenodro for sure. Um, but yeah, all in all for vocals, shining star for me, 100% the hook. Writing was excellent. Um, talking about the theme a little bit aesthetically, um, this cover has this sort of like major feel to it. It has this very like almost epic, large kind of like big deal cover, right? And All I Ever Wanted is definitely that sort of single as to where I think Zenodro should definitely be proud of this. Because this is very well written, very well delivered, and definitely came out fire. Just under 3 minutes. Took a simple structure and really showed like how you can make that structure work for you. Um, and this hook is very, very memorable, 100%. So aesthetically, I feel like this cover absolutely nailed what this song was. But as far as the overall theme for All I Ever Wanted, um, it's really in the title, but Zenodro really digs under those feelings here in the writing. Really digs a little bit further as far as explaining, you know, the whys, the hows, the wheres, and it's a very like get this off my chest kind of song, but it's done in a way that's very, very catchy and it's so well written. So, huge shout out to Zenodro, man. Thank you for the submission. Much, much motherfucking love. Make sure you follow Zenodro on Spotify. And of course, make sure you follow Zenodro official on Twitter. Zenodro is 9 away from 350 followers, man. Another good milestone. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And subscribe to Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We are approaching 70 subscribers. We upload 2 times a week, exclusive podcast segments, full podcast episodes, exclusive tracks, a whole lot of good stuff's going down on the YouTube channel, man. Go show these artists and the channel some love. let's go, man. We're nearing the end of our list tonight. And everybody has just like continued to fucking impress, like over and over and over, man. Holy shit. So, up next we have another first time submitting artist, Evan Rossi. Evan is definitely not an artist we've ever got the chance to review here on the show. Radio Man. Yeah, Bandcamp. Okay. Caption reads, several hours worth of eerie psychedelic media mangle sound design, including tape loops, manipulation, and electroacoustics. Say that 10 times fast. Wow. I love the way the Bandcamp looks, though. Holy shit. Harsh ambient tape and vinyl manipulation. Weaponized nostalgia. Anti-ASMR. Dude, these phrases are fucking great. Holy shit. So we'll just go with the most recent release. We'll definitely now a couple of these. I want to see if we can find like a single here. Some of them are rather lengthy. I think we could just grab bag it. We'll just randomize it and just fucking see what we come through with. So this is a relatively recent release. Actually no, let's just go with their most recent then. Yeah, this one's decent. I'm curious as to what we're about to embark on here. I'm definitely curious. Experimental, yep. Okay. Proscenium by Evan Rossi. Let's get into it. Okay. Mike was muted. I'm glad you said something, Mark. But yeah. So back what I was saying. One really interesting thing before we break this down is we don't get to talk too much about analog artists and how they're very essential to um producers, but like music overall, you know what I mean? And one thing to note before we completely break this down here is the branding, right? Like the branding is like so on point. And if you're gonna be really like, sort of diving deep into uh a soundscape like this, I feel like your branding could really benefit from going along with it. And Evan definitely benefits for sure. So obviously no vocals. We're gonna talk about two things here. We're gonna talk about the instrumental, and we're gonna talk about the overall theme of this track. So the instrumental itself, for what is going on here, it's very, very well mixed. And for such a lengthy kind of track, right? For a A side and B side, I really feel like this track in itself is very like filled with substance, if you will. It's very like filling in the gaps for how long it is, you know what I mean, and how many samples were used. But for you know not many analog experiences here on the show, this one definitely takes the cake for one of the most unique. Because like I said, we've had a couple, but like holy shit. And much like Mark said in the chat, definitely on some spooky shit. You know what I mean? Definitely on some spooky shit. A little bit of ambience here or there too. Um, yeah, yeah. Well fucking done. Well done. And like I was saying, um, there's a lot you could dive into here if you're into sort of the analog sound. You want to dive into, a different side of production, or you're looking for a producer that could have samples that you would use. Because Evan is definitely your artist for sure. So, huge shout out to Evan Rossi. Thank you so much for the submission, homie. Much motherfucking love. Definitely go check out Evan and make sure you follow Evan on Bandcamp and make sure you follow Evan on Twitter. Why not Evan Rossi? And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We are approaching 70 subscribers. We upload 2 times a week. Full podcast episodes, exclusive segments. A whole lot of good stuff's going down on the channel, man. So go show these artists some love and go show this channel some love. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Wow. So we've actually like we have just plowed through these reviews, man. So many first time submissions and everybody really came through, man. Really came through. I'm just so impressed with the amount of first time submitting artists and the amount of Music Mondays regular artists, man. So before we get into visuals and Mark, I believe we have one more audio submission. I think Chain submitted a bit late. Let's see. Yeah, Chain submitted like an hour after submissions closed. So if we have some time towards the end of the show, we'll definitely wrap back around. But of course, just as a future reference, make sure you're following the Music Mondays homepage if you'd like to submit your tracks. And of course, submissions close before the show every Monday. So you have about 7 days or so to get your submissions in. But yeah, I think Evan was the very last audio submission here. So we can continue on with everything else. I believe Toy Box is a lyric video. So before we head down to the lyric video, we gotta show Mark some motherfucking love here. We definitely gotta show Mark some love here. So where are we at? Okay, we got an Instagram link. Let's see and make sure that we're logged in. Let's make sure that we're logged in and we're good to go. And then we'll pop this bad Larry open. Hey, all right. We logged in. Okay, we're back. Boom. How we looking? Wow. Red Veil. 589 followers, 529 following. This is definitely not an account I've come across before. Now this was submitted by King Mark. I don't know. This isn't Mark, is it? Mark, is this some hidden? No, it's not. This has got to be a homie, roommate? I thought so. Holy shit. Okay, what the fuck? Okay, yeah, so we definitely gotta dive into this then. Same guy that produced the one track a while back. Ah, yeah, the track that I was like, yo, this... Okay. What the fuck? The amount of content here is, like, actually astounding. Okay, so we're getting down to, like, the photos. So we'll scroll up to, like, where like, the art begins here. There is some shit on here, bro. Like, what the fuck? Wait a second. My favorite one I've worked on so far. Me too, this is dope. Like, what? This is the kind of digital shit that I was talking about for sure. What the fuck? Nah, bro. What? This is crazy, yep. Got the gas. Some digital art and more recently oil and canvas. Holy fuck. This is some otherworld alien shit right here for sure. Nice little camping getaway. Let's get it, baby. Oh, this is tough. Yeah, that's really, really tough. Sounds nuts. Aesthetic shots. Aesthetic. Whoa. Okay. Okay, this is nuts too. Beautiful day in the PNW. I would hard agree. A little bit of gas. Yeah, this one's really hard too, actually. Nah, what? Bro. What the fuck? Holy fuck, brother. What? That's actually cool as fuck. This is tough. That's actually fucking nuts. I drew for the first time forever. I did follow the tutorial, was still happy with the result. Holy shit. Yeah, see, this is why, man. Like, this definitely needs to be reacted to and shown off, man. Too many artists out here that are very, very fucking talented, and their work doesn't get enough exposure, you know what I mean? Truly. This is exactly why we do this shit, bro. $2,000 feet above elevation. Sketches are crazy. Top is where it gets crazy. Yeah, dude. I was peeping the top. I was like, oh fuck. Because you can slowly see how it gets like back into like the hand drawn and like canvas shit. Is a track of yours? Yeah, man. I made the track in the video. Wow. The nature aesthetics are great. Fucking Blender, holy shit, man. This one is crazy. This one is actually crazy. Alright, PMF Doom. This is crazy. Painted on iPad. Little character design. Okay, okay, okay. Oh yeah, that came out really fucking hard. Damn. Little chopping and screwing. Black metal. Couple bugs. Beard gang. Swag. I showed you my NPC, please respond. That was hard. Yeah, yeah, no, that was hard. Doggo. Charcoal, wow. More aesthetics. Holy shit. That one's hard. Eye on the prize. Now this is all shit from this year. From January. Wow. This one's crazy. This one is actually crazy. What the fuck? Got free. Wow. Holy shit. A multi-talented artist, man. A multi-fucking talented artist right here. Runs in the family, I guess. I don't know, bro. Holy shit. My favorite painting I've done so far. Hold on, where was that one at? Yeah, like, what the fuck, dude? Holy shit. Yeah, see, we're right here. Like, nah, what? Wait, where's that one I just saw? This one's crazy. That one is fucked. Holy shit. Wow. Yeah, it's only a matter of time until he literally just gets his own platform for sure. This is by far the craziest one I've seen so far. Holy fuck, man. What else we got? Wow, dude. So, most recent post September 23rd, and it only seems like they're just getting fucking realistic as fuck, man. Holy shit. Wow. Definitely in the all-time digital artists that, and honestly, artists in general, as far as art goes, that we've ever reacted to here on Music Mondays, man. Holy shit. We've done a lot of digital art. We've done a lot of things like that, man. Um, Canvas paintings, real art, digital art, merchandise, NFTs, all sorts of shit, man. But this is one of the craziest in a while. Wow. Well fucking done. If you enjoy Rhett and their art, make sure you go follow them on Instagram, Rhettvel Art, and it will be linked in the description of the Music Mondays re-upload. And a huge shout out to King Mark for this submission and putting us on to some crazy art. So if you're looking for art, hey, don't say we didn't put you on, because we did. Make sure you follow King Mark at King Mark Music. Mark is 8 away from 270, man. Of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We are approaching 70 subscribers. We upload 2 times a week, exclusive segments, full podcast episodes, full tracks, a whole lot of good stuff's going down on the Music Mondays YouTube channel. Go show the channel and these artists some love. Let's go. So, last but not least, we have another piece of media and a first-time submitting artist by the name of Toy Box. Submitted a lyric video titled Attachments. I'm excited for this. Last submission of the night. First time submitting artist. What are we in store for? The lyric video for my newest song, Attachments, produced. Hope you enjoy on SoundCloud. Wow. Beautiful work. Lots of love on here. Lots of love on here. I love that. Okay. 95 plays. All right. First time submitting artist. Toy Box. Attachments official lyric video.
I know this tragedy of mine has a spiritual meaning. I just want fucking cry, but the tears are not screaming. Escape the prison of my mind, this material being does not feel anything divine. What I'm hearing and seeing has got me questioning, like why are the things I'm perceiving making me feel horrified, got me sick, hard of breathing. It is all because of I, and it's as simple as freeing yourself from all of your attachments. How do I separate them from love? I'm attached to a soul that is trapped in a mind that is trapped in a body. Damn, she's divine. If love be the cuffs, then these shackles of mine made of steel, and the key I can't seem to find. But that's the design, passion's desire. Someone to hold while the planet's on fire. Let's get away till we can't get no higher. Where we both get to see those days. My pride gets to see those days with you. But ahead of me, I can only see a day or two. One day at a time, that's how I make it through. Love, 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 love. I don't wanna let the hate consume. I don't wanna fall for Satan's rules. We don't gotta do a thing, we can break the rules. High as fuck, going low. On this love I'm drunk, stuck in the cause. If there is a God above full of love, I pray that his plan has something for us. If it's meant to be, it'll come when it comes. But if nothing does, I'll take it by force. If this timeline's off, I'm changing its course. I'm making my world, you're creating yours. Make it the best world that you can imagine, and you'll have it. The tragic just comes with the territory. One day we'll understand it. We'll look back at it and laugh, cause no matter how hard we fight for survival, we're stranded. Prison planet abandoned, but what is the source that powers all of this? It is magic. That and love, that's what we'll have once the battle's won. Flesh prisons finally go back to dust. Nothing left to subtract from after the attachment's cut. We'll return to God. We'll be certain we have died, cause all the hurt is gone. We should have listened to the angels saying worry not. It's all a simulation and we're about to turn it on. We deserve and dog. Conjoined twin flames burning hot. And all the pain that we endured forgot. All the man-made trash in the dirt will rot. Divine spark sets ablaze this world. It all burns in a good way.
That was very interesting. Wow. That one, what a first, what the, damn man, what a first time submission, dude. Like I'm kind of in awe. I'm like, wow. So yeah, let's break this down. Let's have a little chit chat here. We're gonna talk about 3 things. Technically 4 because we have the lyric video, but we're gonna talk about the instrumental. We'll talk about vocals. Talk about the overall theme of Attachments and the official lyric video. So, right off rip, this instrumental is definitely giving me classical hip hop vibes. Definitely a little bit of boom bap. Slightly modern, but all in all, mixed really well. Structure's good. Definitely has a memorable melody. Just one of those kind of chill, laid back, more, relaxed kind of hip hop styles. So I like the instrumental choice here for what the message is for this song. Um, so the instrumental is definitely a solid choice for sure. Let's talk about vocals here. Now, vocals are kind of interesting, right? Because you know, we have a lot of wordplay on like spirituality and other things of that nature, but I feel like the way it is structured and the delivery is there. I really enjoy this delivery and how much effort and thought was put into this. Because people love to make music about what they love and they experience and things like that. And I feel like Toy definitely really went all out as far as like really putting it all on the line and like how they feel lyrically and deliberately, like emotion wise. So shining star here for me is definitely the delivery. I love the enthusiasm here. I love how serious Toy definitely took this. um all in all, it's a very interesting track as far as like substance goes, but it's a very positive message. You know what I mean? And it's just in this like original style, and it's very interesting to see. So vocals are well done for sure. I love the delivery 100%. um let's talk about the theme here, because like I said, we have a little bit of spirituality, positivity, love, things like that. Life coming full circle, losing attachments to things, and all of that. So I feel like the theme was definitely on point as far as the track title and really the lyrical content of explaining what Toy and their mindset really was, right? Or is when they're creating a track like this. So theme is definitely on point. Truly just about, letting attachments go and, being free and, all in all, a very positive track for sure. So the theme is very on point, but the lyric video is great. The lyric video is well put together. Even small things like lyric videos can really help, a lot of your tracks. Whether that be, old tracks, new tracks, anything like that. If you're gonna put together a lyric video, it's better than no lyric video. And it's just a really easy way for your supporters to engage with your tracks and really understand the message that you're trying to put out. So I feel like if you're gonna do a lyric video for any track, it would definitely be this one if you were Toy. But with that said, I do like the lyric video. A relatively positive, simple, minimalistic. The slight edits make this sort of entertaining to watch and follow along with, especially if you're a first time listener. So all in all, this lyric video definitely hit the nail on the head for me. And it got a lot of love, man. It got a lot of love. So at the end of the day, this was a really good first impression for a first time submission, man. Huge shout out to Toybox. Thank you for the submission, homie. Much motherfucking love. And make sure you go sub to Toybox on YouTube. Toy is 10 away from 240 subs on YouTube. Go show Toy some love. And of course, make sure you follow Toybox Da Guy on Twitter. Toy is 6 away from 40 followers. Go show Toy some love, man. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode. And every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We are approaching 70 subscribers. We upload 2 times a week, full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, full tracks, a whole lot of good stuff's going down on the channel, man. Make sure you go sub to the channel. Go show that some love. Go show these artists some love, man. So, that is everybody, man. That was quite the show. We got to listen to some exclusives, new submissions, new bangers, unreleased bangers, classic bangers. Like, we had a lot of good stuff there, man. That was quite the episode of Music Mondays, bro. That was quite the episode. What can I say? Like, you guys are fucking amazing. And a huge shout out to everybody that was a first time submitting artist. Feel free to keep submitting your work. And shout out to anybody that came through and showed love during the stream tonight. Let's have a chat for a second, and then we'll send everybody on their way. But what's coming up next for Music Mondays? Well, like I said, we have a couple of events going down this month and into November. So if you aren't following Music Mondays on all socials, make sure you're doing so, okay? Stay posted because we have a lot of great events to get the community involved, lots of good content pieces. And like I said, end of the year awards are coming. So we have a lot to do. So if you're not already, make sure you follow All Music Mondays on Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, Facebook. Join our Discord, link down below. Submissions open tomorrow for episode 91. If you're interested in submitting for episode 91, feel free to follow us as well. Brand new articles every week, brand new YouTube uploads every week, and you'll see this video live on the Music Mondays channel this Saturday. So, with that said, thank you guys for coming through and showing love. It's been your boy Slays. We have quite the amount of topics to discuss for next week as well. So, like I said, huge shout out to anybody that came through, showed love. Zangor Warrior, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. King Mark, thank you for stopping by. Ryuki, Odin, Cole, Bloodcat, anybody else that lurked and chilled, thank you. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. You guys are amazing. We'll be tweeting out the top 3 artists of episode 90 as soon as the show goes offline. We'll be live next week for episode 91. Expect Feature Friday, Workshop Wednesday, everything to continue. Music Mondays recruiting is open as well. Make sure you go check out the Music Mondays anchor.fm page for links to Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. And like I said, you'll see this episode live on our channel on Monday. Make sure you subscribe to Music Mondays YouTube channel. Huge shout out to everybody. You guys make this possible, and we'll forever keep supporting the underground, man. Expect a lot of new underground activities, and expect Music Mondays to keep pushing forward. I love you guys. Take care. And I'll see you guys next week for episode 91.